According to a recent Human Development report, almost half of Sierra Leone's population is now living below the poverty line. Within this segment, there is a large and increasing number of beggars. The beggar population is heterogeneous in nature, encompassing a diverse range of ages, gender, and ability, with many disabled beggars visible on the streets of Sierra Leone's towns and cities. Their places of encounter are usually places that are busy, such as shopping centers, shrines, and other holy places where beggars can expect to meet donors that would readily or under coercion donate alms to them. Many of you know or have been with someone with a disability, but have you ever experienced disability or lived with someone who is disabled? In Sierra Leone, there are many people who are disabled. So have you ever thought how they are living or surviving with a disability? Well, that is why a new charitable organization was born called House of Happiness, Sierra Leone. House of Happiness Sierra Leone is a charitable organization that was formed in April last year through a WhatsApp group due to the global COVID-19 pandemic that affected all of us in different angles. Due to this outbreak, many of us realized the importance of life and what real struggle is all about. Why does House of Happiness focus on disability? Siddiqui Kamara is the CEO and founder of House of Happiness. Even though he lives in the UK, he is under an adventure to visit Sierra Leone and speak to the less privileged and disabled. He found out that many disabled people are struggling. They lack the basic equipment to move around, such as wheelchairs, Zimmer frames, crutches. Instead, they are using wheelbarrows to move the disabled around. This touched many people's hearts. Furthermore, many of these people are sleeping on the streets. They rely on others for their basic needs, such as moving from point A to point B to beg for food. They can't get jobs, therefore, they are not able to rent an apartment. They have to sleep on cold through different weather conditions. Neither do they have the facilities for a bathroom to ease themselves. The CEO also found out that some of these disabled people are not born like that. Some are due to sickness or fatal accidents which led them to the conditions they are now living in, and others are due to the rebel war in Sierra Leone which left many people handicapped.
Right now we are asleep. We don't live here over 20 years, so my around there nearly 20 years. And we all our victims there. They will not be for our victims there. We will never let be in a promise no more. Every year promise. Over 10 years, 20 years, they promise you. 30 days and this promise will be paid within a street. But we pay before we eat. Or any sorry, at any now, who said they will rent for we, or like we win our victims, they will get us.
In Sierra Leone, there are many people with different disabilities. Many of these people are redeemed as outcasts from the society. This is due to the stigmas that have been attached for centuries. Today, we are going to show you the lives of some disabled and hear from them how they are living, how they feel, and do they know what disability they are suffering from. Some of the obstacles that they are facing in the country today. Hassan has lost both of his parents because of the difficulty he faces. He was forced into the streets.
But now inside got for don't grab this city or another boots in upset that moment you are for Nalamina and I go for now inside got I want for another grab again. Fast way now one guy now one people guys inside in handy house. Now I go AC inside got if we inside the got so I grab I know you work again. I will. Because I got that fix there, now hidden inside the gutter. This, because me na bo akono, na money I can't spend, na beg I can't build na future, where is so I didn't street. Me famble them, they are the so I suffer, they know they help me. I said to me, God and Abby, and my mama back way born me. Now because of me, see, children na the two box run away from me because of this mistake away the family. Tell I don't beat so me daddy everywhere na me daddy. I don't serve me papa. Now people that no more they help me na street. I said to me, God, now next year they go and beg na street.
This is young Kadiatu. She is disabled. This is her story.
This is where Asanatu Saidu mom spend the night. As you can see everywhere, here is a we. You see the place. This is where Miss Asanatu spend the night. So, and she's tired. She said she need a home. We should help her to get a place. But at the moment, it's not that easy because we'll be relocating many people and resettle many people. Miss Asanatu Saidu, she's a 19 years of age woman. As you can see, this is we. This is we everywhere. It's we. The place is thin. You know, over that side I think it's a sheet. It's a pool around that side and it's a we. This is where she spent the night. A young 19 years of age.
Asanatu Saidu and her mother are disabled. They live in a deplorable condition in the streets with lack of sanitary conditions. It is a unique spectacle to see people perform their trade begging around the Cotton Tree, the Law Court building which houses the judiciary, and the Bank of Sierra Leone in the central business district of Freetown. This is where the House of Happiness is concentrating on to help the poor. Sidiki Kamara says it has an Herculean task. Without support from well-wishers, the situation will deteriorate day by day.
Happiness is a non-charity organization that I started. I and my sister Lucy Farmer. We started that in April 2020, and then both of us based in the United Kingdom. True to the pandemic, what is going on, and if I may say this, and my sister from the same country, Lucy Farmer, her daughter is a disabled. So because of that, we decided to focus on disabled and what is happening in Africa. Like disabled people have been ignored. Some of them, as you can see on the video, you see what is happening. Some of them, they don't have a place to sleep, they don't have food to eat, the facility for them is too poor. So that's why we, House of Happiness, we decided to come on board to share the story and share what is happening to them.
House of Happiness has also been instrumental in assisting the underprivileged to return to their villages by providing funds for business and rentage. The increase in beggary in Sierra Leone is an ominous omen for the country's future. The beggary syndrome among symbolizes excessive hopelessness in the country's future. If Sierra Leone's dependable children beg in the streets, what do we expect the adults who are supposed to serve as lampposts for them? It is in this direction House of Happiness is raising funds to do more in securing Sierra Leone's future that is on the verge of collapsing due to the neglected state of our people. Also, the House of Happiness initiative was also born because one of its members in the UK is currently struggling with a baby with a disability. She is a well-educated lecturer who gave up her job and life to care for her disabled child. She stated that it has had a permanent effect on her psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Due to her experience with a child and her being one of the co-founders of House of Happiness Sierra Leone, she decided to take on an adventure of helping the disabled in the country. Many times, especially in Sierra Leone's culture, people are disabled and have been marginalized and made to feel unwanted in society. Their voices are not heard for people to reach out to them. They have to fetch for themselves, especially those who are rejected by their families. House of Happiness Sierra Leone also realized that many charitable organizations out there mainly focus on orphanages, but just a few look at the disabled in the street. House of Happiness Sierra Leone wants to make a change in their lives.